Fatima died in March after living for over 100 years, more than half of that time in Aida refugee camp, following her dispossession from the village of Ajour in 1948. In the camp, people knew Fatima to be a totally focused and dedicated woman. She was the first woman to build an oven so that her family could eat bread, and her knowledge was vast, especially in telling the history of Palestine in her lifetime. Till the time of her death, she used to tell her children and grandchildren thousands of stories about the life the Palestinians lived before 1948, the Nakba, and the years after. Fatima's granddaughters had themselves become grandmothers when she died, as the grandmother of 4 generations. Her relationship with her children, grandchildren, and their children and grandchildren was astonishing, knowing them all, one by one, and following their lives in detail. Throughout the years, her original village of Ajour and the right of return were always present in her everyday life. The fruits brought into the camp were never as sweet as the figs, grapes, and pomegranates in the village. Bread could never be compared with that made of the wheat and barley the people harvested in the village. The air was never cleaner, the water never as fresh. To her grandchildren, Ajour was and remains the homeland that they saw through the words of their grandmother and through her tears of longing for the dream of return, longing to fulfill her right to walk on the land of the village again, to taste its fruit, breathe its air, drink its water, and be buried under its soil. Her very last wish was that if she could not return, that we, the younger generations of Palestinians, would never give up our right of return, and when we do return, take her remains with us. As we remember Fatima's stories, her determination and spirit, we will continue to carry her dream, which is also our dream, of return. We will remember her, and one day, as she dreamed, we will walk again in Ajour, rebuild her house, harvest wheat and barley, eat figs and cactus fruit, hold hands as we dance dabka, and sing songs of freedom, dedicated to Fatima and to generations of women who struggle for justice, freedom, and return.